What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, back with Mono Mondays session number 2. If you could do me a favor before we get started, please click that thumbs up, leave this video a like rating, help this series get some exposure because you love me. Now, what I have for you guys today is a Mono bug team. My friend actually sent this to me, so all the nicknames are by him. They're all League related, if you like League. If you don't, who really cares? They're just nicknames, but he sent this to me and I started using it and it's pretty good. I've gotten a few crazy wins with it, and I just wanted to showcase you guys 3 battles, well 2 battles and 1 just troll type battle that happened. But we're gonna start off. I'm just gonna go over the team real quick. As you can see in the beautiful little picture, I have a Yanmega, a Scizor, a Volcarona, a Fortress, a Heracross, and a Vespiquen. Now Vespiquen's my special wall, Heracross is my scarf. Why did his name? I just said his name, slipped my mind. We'll get back to you. Fortress. Fortress is my spinner and my entry hazard exploder. Then I have Volcarona, who's Volcarona standard, Scizor, who's banded, and then Yanmega, who puts things to sleep and gains speed and just flinches. So we're gonna get started right away with this battle against a against a Showdown user called Understanding. So we're gonna jump right in. I lead with my Heracross. He leads with the Skarmory. I decided to switch out fearing a Brave Bird, but he goes for the obvious Stealth Rocks. I just thought it was too obvious, so I made the switch. He sets up more hazards, so I decided to throw rocks his way, and then I say, screw it, let's just spin these 2 hazards away and be done with them. And here, I'm just like, you know, let me set up some spikes, because he's probably going to switch out. So he goes into the most annoying Pokemon in the entire universe, Whimsicott. I hate Whimsicott so much. If you ever use a Whimsicott against me, so help you. So he misses 2 stun spores, which is fun, and I decide to explode for no real reason at all. It was just like, screw it, I'm exploding. So I decided to explode. I really wanted a safe switch in and not have anything get paralyzed, but then it doesn't work anyway because Prankster always goes first. So I go into Master Yi, my Yanmega, and he gets a stun spore off of me and a leech seed. So at this point I'm just like, I can't stay in here, but I do stay in here, and he goes for a U-turn and I just go for an air slash because it would have been super effective damage, but he switched down into Skarmory, and now that I don't have a spinner anymore, I'm pretty screwed because he's going to go for hazards. So before he goes for hazards, I decide, let me switch out and go into Volcarona, because as soon as rocks are up, Volcarona's dead anyway. So here, I'm thinking he's going to go for more hazards, so I go for a QD, and he does. He sets up another layer of spikes, and I'm like, alright, this isn't a bad scenario right now. Let me go for Fiery Dance, one-shot that Skarmory. I don't get the special attack boost, so that was kind of frustrating. But, you know, you can't get everything all the time. So he goes down to his Whimsicott, goes for another Stun Spore. I get fully parried, which pisses me off even more. Luckily, he misses the Leech Seed, and I get a Fiery Dance off. Still no boost from Fiery Dance, but I do get to kill that thing. Here, he just steals my Volcarona, goes into his Ditto, and I misclicked here. I went for a Fiery Dance when I really shouldn't have. I should have went for my, you guessed it, or did you not, my HP Water. What? HP Water? What? So I decided, you know what, screw it. Let me go for another HP Water right here, because Fiery Dance and Bug Buzz aren't going to do much. He goes for a Roar, so I was fine with that actually. Here, I was pretty confident Earthquake was going to kill, but Swampert lives with 5, and I figured Earthquake was the best bet. Doesn't really matter because he roars me back out into Volcarona. I go back into Zed, my Heracross, go for the EQ. With my Scarf, obviously gets to go first, just like last time, and my Moxie brings up my attack. So I know that Scizor can't live in EQ, and I was hoping he'd go into Scizor first. So bam, critical hit. I really don't think the crit mattered. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the crit definitely mattered. The crit mattered 100% because it wasn't super effective. So his Poliwrath actually gets to live a +2 Earthquake, but it really doesn't matter because he goes for a Bulk Up. I'm not really sure why, but that's going to be that game. It was a pretty fun game. Yeah, so bugs can do stuff. We're going to go on to game number 2 against the user Yuu? Question mark. So we have the same team. He's got a crazy team over here. I'm not really fearing too much. Just the Heatran and that's really it. That's the only thing I was really afraid of. So let's see how this plays out. He leads off with his Heatran, and I lead off with my Master Yi, my Yanmega. I go straight for Hypnosis. Of course I miss, because that's just what happens. And goes down in 1 shot, because if Yi doesn't put something to sleep, I really should open up with a Protect first, especially against a Heatran, but I didn't. So I go into my brand thinking that, oh, he's going to go for an Earth Power, and I could just HP Water and kill him. But that doesn't happen because he's too pro. So here I just go for a Fiery Dance. Still no pluses from these Fiery Dances. And he goes for Disable Shenanigans, which I should have seen coming, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. So now I'm just like, you know what, let's go for the HP Water, break his sub, because I know it will break his sub because it did like 50 some odd HP before. He gets a crit on the Shadow Ball, which pissed me the heck off. But I take it out with an HP Water, so I can't really complain, I guess. Here I'm just like, alright, let's go for another HP Water, screw it. So he gets an EQ and kills me, but I got Gliscor down a lot, which was definitely like a necessity because Gliscor is a pretty big wall. So here I'm just like, Zed, can you just kill this thing? So I go for a CC to kill it, because I know that CC will kill even after Toxic Recovery. That's what I want to lock myself into. So I'm going again basically for another Hera sweep, because that's what this team really does. You either go for Hera sweep, you set up with Volcarona, or you just go crazy with Scissors. Obviously those are my 3 attackers, obviously. And then Yanmega's there just to do fun stuff. But he goes for an agility, really kind of pointless, but he gets a bullet punch off, and it does a lot of damage. He could have taken me out with 2 bullet punches. That would have been a better scenario for him instead of getting that agility off. But here, Heracross is just wreaking havoc with this close combat. +2 close combat is obviously going to take Kyurem out, so I wasn't worried about that at all. And his Keldeo is clearly scarfed, so he's faster than me. Lee Sin does not take that Surf well. That's who I decided to go into, is my Scizor. And at this point, I'm like, you know, looking at this 2 Pokemon, I'm like, let me switch Scizor out. Let's just let Susan take the brunt of everything. Vespiquen can just eat it, because she has a special wall. That's who I should have went out to initially. But then he gets a crit and brings me down to 4% anyway. Luckily, even though my attack order is resisted, I still managed to take out the Keldeo. So in comes Heatran, and I'm just like, all right, Susan, you're dead. If he manages to do something stupid, then I can like pop his balloon. But it really doesn't matter at this point. I just go for superpower and one-shot that Heatran with Lee Sin, which is the main reason why I wanted to save my Scizor. So that was game number 2. It was a good game, and I don't want you guys to think that I don't lose with this team, but I decided to do like 3 battles in a row, and these are literally the 3 battles in a row that happened. So those are the 2 main battles, and the last battle that I have for you guys is, you know, you guys can just watch, because it's kind of just a trolley battle. Yanmega just tries to put Dragonite to sleep and misses. He goes for a D-Dance. Yanmega gets a speed boost though, so I get to hit my second Hypnosis, so that was real nice. And then I do stupid things, and I try to go for like Bug Buzz and Air Slash, and he resists them both, so I really should have just switched out right away, but I'm an idiot and I didn't do that. So basically what ends up happening is he takes a little bit of damage, recovers it all, wakes back up, I put him back to sleep, and then stuff happens. But for now, what I'm going to talk about is next Mono Monday. I want to do a color, not a type. So if you guys can leave a comment down below right now, what color would you like me to do, and build a team around that, play OU matches with it. I might next week also let me know 2 questions for you guys. I'm just going to harass you guys with questions. Should I start doing a face cam? I think a lot of you guys don't want that, so that's the only reason why I haven't started. I can do it. I don't have a problem at taking the extra time to do edits. But if you guys want a face cam, I will do a face cam. Second question is, or third question since I asked about what type you want next week. Wow, I really can't remember what my third question was. It was pretty important too. Face cam, type. Nope, don't remember it. Oh well. Guess it wasn't that important. So finally, as you guys were watching, Fortress went down because he's just an idiot and I just rapid spin instead of exploding. It's just dumb. So Brand comes in and he torments my Brand, but I have HP Water, so I'm fine. So I get a QD off. This is where it's just crazy shenanigans where like we're just going back and forth. I QD right here. He goes for another Lava Plume. I go for my HP Water, but he protects. And you can see where this is going between Torment. I can't HP Water twice. So now we basically try to out-predict each other with what moves I'm going to do. I go for another QD. He goes for a sub. Here, I think I go for another HP Water, even though it's super obvious he's going for a Protect. Yeah, I did. I went for an HP Water. Alright. It was a bad move on my part. Here, I just go for a Bug Buzz, hoping maybe with +2, like +2.5, I can break. I should just say +3, because that makes more sense. +3, that I can break his sub, but I can't with Bug Buzz. He's just too resisted. So I go for another QD, predicting his Protect right here. Now I can go for an HP Water, because he goes for a double Protect, which it fails. If that would have worked, I would have been so mad. But, it's just Torment shenanigans. I basically went for that Bug Buzz just to see if my Bug Buzz will break subs now, and it will, as long as I get like a decent roll. But here I know he's going for Protect, so I go in for another QD, and then I go for an HP Water here. He switches out into Dugtrio. I guess maybe he thought my thing was HP Ground, possibly, and that's why I wanted the Dugtrio. But then I would think that he would go into Dragonite. But either way, HP Water destroys Dugtrio. And then he forfeits after I Bug Buzz his Rotom, because he realizes I'm at +4 right now. He's really not going to be able to do much against me if he doesn't have a Scarfer. I mean, Scizor might have been able to Bullet Punch me to death, but, you know, he quit. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this Mono Monday, please make sure you leave a like rating, answer all my questions, even though the third question is still a mystery up in my brain. If you want to become a Shady person and you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.